Okay, so now I'm going to talk you through some of my dummy cakes. And a dummy cake is a fake cake. So underneath this is not actually cake, it is cardboard boxes. You can use styrofoam, but I'm a cheap college student, so we have cardboard. And the purpose of these dummy cakes is to have a model for customers to look at, to take these to promotional events that I've done, and just for practice. So as you can see, this is a sample of a very grand wedding cake. It is 6 tiers tall. In order to do a tiered cake like this, which I do every week, I would take each cake individually, put it on a plate, decorate it, then I would drive several columns down into each tier, and then I would proceed to interlock the columns on each to stand them up. Another trick that I often use is a center dowel. My mom helps me engineer this. We use a drill. You can use power tools in cake, and it greatly enhances the structural quality of each cake. Each tier is wrapped in a fondant border. You can see that really just gives a nice, clear, clean look to each tier. I use bands on my cakes very often. And of course we have the sugar flowers. And as any cake appreciator knows, sugar flowers are a beautiful way to enhance a cake. They're very fragile. They take quite a long time to make, and I think they are just fabulous. On this cake here, this is a little bit more of a fun number. We have some stacked presents. The stacked gift box cake is a model that I often repeat. These bows on top can be made in any size, any color, and you'll see that we have some tags, some interesting little details, a bigger bow, and a couple other details there. Some of the other cakes that I've done have been just as large, tiered stacked cakes. I've done a number of sculptural cakes where it's actually carved to look like something. So, for example, a bulldog. I've made cakes that are sculpted to look like coolers, which I then filled with rock candy ice and some of the birthday boys' favorite bottles. I've also sculpted cakes in the shapes of sandcastles, surfboards, keyboards, houses, people, you name it. Some of the other techniques that I often use are embossing, painting. I rely very heavily on my artistic skills. I also use stamping, rolling, obviously airbrushing and spraying, and of course applique techniques. I'm a very big fan of color and high contrast, and I believe that not only should the cakes be visually appealing, but they must be structurally sound and taste good.